Hi everybody, this is the website boy again with another tutorial, and today we are continuing the date and time uh, tutorials because I haven't finished with it yet. It's pretty fun, right? I think you can make very useful programs with the date and time. But anyways, the last tutorial, let's recap a little bit. We were doing the, let's see, date method setting. So I gave you this table and I told you that you can go ahead and download this reference table on my website, thewebsiteboy.com, because I showed you on the last tutorial how to set the elements of the object, the methods manually, so that way you don't have to kind of just get the current value of the date and time. You can do other things like, set people's birthdays and I don't know, set future time, past time, and do whatever you want with the time. Right? On this tutorial, I'm going to show you. We're going to start a little program that is going to. We're going to give it a future date, and it's going to tell us how many days are remaining for that future date to be executed, to be fulfilled. So just in case you want to like get a remaining days of a goal that you have, or a birthday coming soon, or some type of special occasion, you're gonna have the days remaining. This program is gonna give you that, and you're gonna be able to modify and do a lot of things with it. So, anyways, let's go ahead and do that, and let's start. All right. So let me just take all this off here. So let's go ahead and do a save as on this. Let's just make this bigger. Do a save as on the last file that we made, and let's call this future. Let's call this future something. Future um, countdown. I don't know. It just seems good. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be. I'm gonna show you how to use it with functions later on, so you're gonna like it. So let's first, right here, what we're gonna do is let's open this in a browser. Let's just save this, open it in a browser. That way we have the browser ready. All right. Let's take all this off. So now that we have a date object, let's go ahead and make another object because we need another object. We need to set the time manually for the future. So this is gonna be, let's just make this a little more semantic. So we're gonna call this date now, right? And this one we're gonna call it future date. This object that we're gonna making here. Let's just do the camel case. It's really good programming practice. So let's make the new object here and let's set everything manually. January, and follow this form. Okay, today's January 7 2015. Just gonna make it 1 year from now, 2016. So we have those two objects there. Let's go ahead and create the milliseconds information for the date first, for the date now. All right, because we have, I'm just making these variables up. All right, this is all my variables, but this function here, the date now, it's the object right here. We're gonna use the object to get that method get time, and the get time method is gonna return to us milliseconds. All right, so remember that, the time milliseconds. And so we got this variable here that's getting this information from here, from that object. We need to make the future one, future day in milliseconds. So we need to use that object, future day dot get time. So we got those numbers now in. Next thing to do is put the difference between the future and the present. So let's do a calculation here to find out the difference, milliseconds difference. That's why I named the variable msdiff, just an abbreviation there. I'm not very good naming variables, by the way. I don't know, I'm just bad doing it. Anyways, so the ms future day, which is the day in the future, minus the milliseconds date now, is going to give us the difference in time. So it's going to give us like 1 year difference there, calculation back to us in this variable, not back to us yet because we're not returning any values yet. So it's going to be right here saving this variable. So he's making the calculations here and then he's doing it, he's saving it right here. All right. So now we're going to do some crazy calculations, and I don't want you to get scared on the calculations that we are going to do. So just keep tuned for this, all right? Because this is gonna be awesome. All right. So the first calculation that we're going to do is we're gonna make a new variable here. We're gonna call it the difference. Um, wow. I don't know what I was thinking, but whatever. Just leave it like this. That's fine. I told you I was really bad naming variables. The difference. Supposed to say the difference, but whatever. I'm not gonna mess waste time on that. Let's calculate the milliseconds difference there, divide it, and then we're gonna use the order of operation here. What we're gonna do is we're gonna multiply some values, and these huge numbers are just gonna kind of give us what we need. You're gonna see in a minute. So the 1,000, we're gonna multiply the 1,000, and this is gonna give us, you know, the seconds. This is gonna give us times the minutes, all right, and times the hours. All right, so we got the seconds in 1,000 milliseconds there, and we're gonna multiply by 1,000. We got the minutes. We got the seconds, and then we're gonna multiply by the day. And if you don't understand it, just follow me. All right, it's math. All right. And then when we multiply all this, what we're gonna do is we're gonna divide it by the difference, by this day here, which is gonna be uh, in milliseconds. All right, it's gonna be a year in milliseconds. Once we divide it, we get a big, huge number that is gonna make a lot more sense. Uh, Once I alert this out, so you can see it on the screen, it's gonna make sense. Watch, and you can play around with it, and so that way you can understand it better than me trying to explain it to you. As you can see here, if I didn't do this multiplication here, this number would be in milliseconds and it would not make as much sense as it's making right now. So if we refresh, we get 364. This is going to represent the days left from the future date, right? For this. So for 2006, 16, January 7 is 364 days left, and some other numbers here, right? I'm gonna round that up. Um, these numbers represent the hours, the seconds, the minutes left for the day to be over. Just because this day is not halfway yet, but we still got some minutes and hours left on the day, is giving me all these crazy numbers there. I don't want those crazy numbers. I just want to round everything up. So we're gonna use a function to round this up. All right. So let me just go ahead and use the function right here. Um, so let's just round everything up. Difference, and use the math function that floor, and let's just round everything up. And then if I refresh, it should be round up to 364. I mean, not round up, but round down. All right, we can round up if we wanted to, but that would look like this. Refresh, 365 if you want to round up, because the day hasn't finished yet, so it's up to you. But as you can see here, we use a couple calculations just to convert that. Later on, we're gonna make this into a program where it's gonna display a message on the screen, and then we're gonna click a button and then ask the user for some information and display it back to the user. So it's gonna be really fun. It's gonna look cool. We're gonna use some bootstrap to make the page look a little better. um, so keep tuned for that. It's gonna be really good. So anyways, if you like this video, and just favorite, like it, give me some feedback. And guys, thank you so much for watching my tutorials. Thank you for the support, and I'll see you in the next JavaScript tutorial. Website boy out.